Hey guys, welcome to Start Off. This is going to be a little bit of a different vibe to an episode. It's going to be a little shorter. This is a short special of just me and Isaiah taking a little bit and just talking about whatever we want to talk about. Mainly, did that just happen stories. This is just a little short podcast just for you guys' listening pleasure. Hope you guys enjoy. Isaiah, how you doing?
I'm all right.
So, for a bit of a vibe check, we just recorded a really weird podcast that will not be seeing the light of day.
Hopefully never.
Hopefully never. It was awful. It just wasn't. It didn't flow, and it was weird.
It was very weird.
So we're giving you this short 30-minute pod. Yeah. So if you guys actually, this will be a great time. If you guys enjoy more of a 30-minute podcast over an hour, if you think you like us doing a little bit of a shorter pod, let us know in the comments which one you prefer, and maybe we'll change it up. So yeah, let us know.
All right.
What's been going on with your week, man?
My week has honestly been pretty good. I just got a message from my boss, and he was saying that I can get a new client, which a new client means that I get to help out someone else, but I also get more hours.
Sick.
So and more hours means more money, and now I can afford more of my lifestyle. So that was a really huge blessing.
That's awesome, man. Congrats.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And my birthday was just like 2 days ago.
Yeah, happy birthday to Isaiah. Everybody wish him happy birthday in the comments.
Thank you. Yeah, I Emily, Matt's sister, and my fiance, she took me to the mountains, and we got to visit a botanical garden and get some barbecue. It was a very chill time.
Sounds awesome, man.
Thank you, man. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm good. School's been kicking my butt. I'm actually kind of enjoying my classes, though. I told you about that earlier. Classes are actually enjoyable this semester, which is something that's new to me. But yeah, just a whole lot of school, a whole lot of work, trying to balance the two, trying to do the pod whilst balancing the two, which is why this is a bit of a 30-minute. It's a little shorter as far as the episode, but yeah, just trying to balance it all.
Yeah, all right.
But so I think this is an unprecedented podcast because we kind of settled on a topic beforehand, which was, did that just happen stories? Because I know that Isaiah has a specific story that he really wants to tell, and I also have a specific story that I really want to tell. So Isaiah, do you want to go ahead and tell that story?
Why don't you go first?
Me go first? Okay. So my story has to do with, it's probably one of the weirdest things that's ever happened to me. So I went over to Karis's house. Karis is our producer / editor. We were very young. Me and Karis have known each other for about maybe like 10 years now. So we were hanging out at his house. I was bare-chested. I don't remember why. I was like 12 or 13. Those of you who know me well, who listen to the pod, will know probably the story. But so we were out in our yard. We were pretty young. We're like, again, 12 or 13, fighting with Nerf swords, as you do. And so we were fighting, and I felt something just nick the tip of my blade. And I'm like, what the frick was that? And then I feel something land on my back and then just searing immediate pain. And I'm like, what the frick is happening? Long story short, I was stung by a bee. I've never been stung by a bee at this point, so I was like, okay, this is new. This is a new feeling. I didn't know what this would feel like.
Okay.
So I'm freaking out because it hurts, and I don't know what the frick is happening.
How old were you? You said like 12?
12 or 13, yeah. So I've never experienced something like this before. And so I'm freaking out, and I run inside, and I'm like, oh my God, this hurts so bad. Oh my gosh. And they're like, what happened? And they're like, we think he got stung by a bee. And he's like, oh my gosh. And so his mom turns to me and is like, okay, so you've never been stung by a bee, right? And I was like, no. And I'm like, oh God, this hurts so bad. And she's like, okay, I can give you 2 options of how to get this bee sting out, how to make this better. She's like, I can put some stuff on it, some like medical stuff. Can't remember specifically what it was, but I can put something on it and it'll make it better. Or I can suck out the poison and you will have immediate relief.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, immediate relief. Done. Absolutely. Done.
I thought that was only in like the movies.
No.
Wait, so.
Yeah, it's real. You can suck out the poison stuff.
What did you decide?
So I was like, immediate relief, obviously.
Yeah.
I want to be relieved as soon as possible.
What's a downside? Is there a downside?
No. You just
Why wouldn't you?
Well, there is a downside. I'm getting to that. So I'm like, okay, sucking out the poison means that like she's gonna take like one of those like droppers, you know, like those eyedropper things. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, suck it out. Like one of those like eyedroppers of the things, like suck out the poison with that. No. She puts her mouth on my back.
Yeah, that's what you do.
And starts sucking on it.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So she starts sucking on my back. And I'm 12 or 13, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening. This is the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
And she's like spitting into a bucket as she's sucking on my back.
Because you can do that with like any kind of poison.
Yeah, which is crazy. And again, I'm pretty young, so I don't know that. I know that now, which is also, yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, she starts sucking on my back. And she stops, and I'm like, sweet. There's no more pain. This is awesome. This is great. It hurts a little bit just because of like it's stabbed. But other than that, I'm fine.
Okay.
And so she stops and she like gets off of me.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my God, you have a hickey." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "You have a hickey on your back."
Oh,
from when I sucked on it.
So, isn't that like that's what's probably going to happen when
my best friend's mom gave me a hickey on my back.
Oh, well, but I mean, on the bright side, you don't have like pain.
The story is not done.
Okay.
Our editor boy just returned. This is the story of how your mom. I'm telling the story of how your mom. I'm telling the story of how your mom sucked on my back and gave me a hickey.
That is the most texturally ambiguous food. Is it food? It's a food. Oh,
what is it?
It's a protein bar. That's
oh,
what it is.
Okay. He came in with a floppy protein bar, and we were concerned. It's too flaccid.
I've never used this word. It's the most.
Cut that from the pod.
Texturally compromised
That's
food
better.
item.
That's a better word than flaccid.
Baby, I'm texturally compromised.
So, I need you to cut this out, Garrett. So yeah, she's sucking on my. She pulls off from sucking on my back. So, you were there. So, okay, Karis, I'm gonna do the thing.
The story about the poison.
Yes, I'm gonna do the thing where I clap, and you're actually gonna edit out from when I clap.
Clapping does not change. It doesn't help the WAV file.
Oh, okay.
I'll listen to it.
Okay. So from now. So we were talking about how Karis just returned from getting things. So yeah, gets off my back, and so she's like, "Oh my God, you have hickey," and Karis's dad does not look pleased, as he shouldn't, and it is pretty hilarious. And so I go home, and I'm like, okay, this has been a weird day. I'm gonna go home and relax. I'm gonna take some time for myself. Take a little quick 10. So I'm going inside, and my mom is like, "Oh, hey, how was hanging out at Karis's?" And I was like, "Oh, it was really fun." And so I'm starting to walk upstairs, and as I'm walking upstairs, I'm pulling off my shirt, and I'm not thinking about it because this is what I do every single time that I walk into my room. I pull off my shirt right before I get into my room, toss to the side, get in my bed, just chill. So I'm pulling off my shirt, and my mom looks really quick, and I forget what is on my back.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Matthew Nicholas Hobbs." And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh God, she sees it. She sees the hickey." And so I descend the stairs, and she's like, "What is on your back?" And I'm like, "It's a hickey." She's like, "Who gave you the hickey?" I was like, "Karis's mom." She's like, "I need more context."
Yeah.
And so I tell her the story, and ever since then she's been like, Karis's family's strange.
But I mean,
it's probably one of the weirdest things that's ever happened to me.
But she was trying to like. I mean, that's what. I mean, if you were even doing it, like, let's say you got a bee sting right there, or if there was poison, if you even did it on your arm, it's still. happen.
Sure, but the thing that is the problem is that it was Karis's mom,
Yeah.
and I had a Hickey.
Yeah.
Those two things do not go together well. So yeah, it's probably one of the weirdest things that's ever happened to me.
Yeah. So like, you said there's a downside.
That was the downside. Is my mom was like, "You're weird," and also she probably grounded me.
Oh.
Yeah,
But I mean, you were like,
it wasn't my fault.
but so you said that there's two options when you get stung.
Yeah,
You said you can either
at
pull
least
it
the two
out.
that I was given. Yeah,
Well, I guess, but that's probably the only two options you have, unless you want to just sit there and like,
deal with it.
yeah,
Yeah,
is like you can suck the poison out, or I think you said the second one was like take the pin out, like the needle, or like the what
The
you get
stinger,
stung with,
yeah. yeah. There was the only two options, but
So why didn't you just do the other one?
because she told me it was going to be immediate relief.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I'll go with that one.
Yeah, because like you probably, I've never had that actually happen, but I guess you'd have to go in with like tweezers and you have to rip it out and.
Yeah, it's probably a very arduous. I mean, again, I've been stung other times, but after that I just kind of dealt with it because I was kind of traumatized because I didn't want anybody giving me a hickey.
Like Emily got a bee sting maybe about 2 years ago, and I'm pretty sure she just put like ointment on it.
I thought you were going to tell me how you gave my sister a hickey.
Oh no.
I was like, I don't need to know.
No. She. I'm pretty confident she just put ointment on it, and it was like red for like a week.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, but the other side is that, like, again, I had never experienced this and I wanted immediate relief. So I was like, I'll take that.
So what did a bee sting feel like? I don't think I've been stung by a bee.
It's hard to describe. Like, if you've never had something like sting you, have you ever had been stung by anything? Because like venom in your body feels very. There's nothing that feels like venom in your body. Do you know what I mean, Karis? Does that make sense?
Is this like your origin story?
This is how I became the venom.
Or
The venom.
I was gonna say the bee sting.
The bee sting.
Is there a bee superhero? You would know, because like you like read comics and stuff.
I do. I don't think there is. Not as far as I'm concerned.
Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl's not a
There's
bee.
squirrel girl?
Yeah.
Squirrel girl?
Squirrel Girl.
She beats Thanos.
No way.
Yeah.
What did she? Did she go nuts?
One might say. One could say. Yeah, you have to read the comic. I don't remember what happens in the comic. I just remember that she somehow beats. I think she has like an army of squirrels.
I thought the Avengers. That was the Avengers.
Well, there's like different comics that have had Thanos in it where he has to be beaten.
That sucks for Thanos. He just loses.
Yeah,
he's just a
kinda
loser.
loses. Yeah, he just sucks. Yeah, he's never like won in the comics. I don't think. He just kind of gets beat.
Did he win it? He never won. I guess didn't he
depends
kill
on how you
Vision?
define winning. So in the actual like Infinity War comic, he actually does wipe out half of the planet, and it doesn't get fixed, which is pretty crazy. But that's also how they kind of retconned a bunch of superheroes they didn't want in the Marvel comics anymore, which is very interesting. But yeah, he does that, and then he literally fights like the galactic entities. Like he fights the Watcher, he fights the galaxy itself, he fights Galactus, he fights
the galaxy.
yeah.
Does the galaxy have a
person.
form?
The galaxy's a person.
That doesn't really make sense.
No. Neither does Thanos.
Yeah.
He uses magic stones to snap away people. None of it makes sense. Don't look at it too closely. A squirrel girl defeats a guy with magic stones who's purple.
How many squirrels we talking?
A butt ton. There's a lot of squirrels.
Like, I mean, I've seen like a pack of them, but like,
I've seen a pack of squirrels in my den.
but I mean, like, there's no more than like 5 at a time.
It's more than 5.
Like hundreds.
Yeah. Like a butt ton.
Do the squirrels themselves have any powers?
Why are you so transparent?
Well, because
I'm the squirrel thing.
I thought Karis was joshing me when he said Squirrel Girl,
No, it's
but
real.
apparently, is she Marvel?
Yeah.
They gotta make a movie.
They were gonna do there's this comic called New Warriors that she's in. They were gonna do a TV show called New Warriors, but they got canceled. Squirrel Girl was like cast and everything.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that would have went nuts.
Come on, man. That's the same pun twice. Yeah, this is Squirrel Girl beating Thanos. I just showed him a picture. I'm showing Isaiah a picture. You guys can't see it because, it's audio. Just in case you forgot.
So how'd she get her power?
I have no
She
idea.
bit by a squirrel.
She's bit right radioactive squirrel. Honestly, probably.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because she looks like a squirrel.
Yeah, she's got like squirrelish features.
Because like Black Panther doesn't look like a panther, but
Yeah, he
she looks
does.
like. Well, I mean, his costume,
Yeah.
but her
Like
face,
a person.
her face looks like a squirrel.
Yeah. She's a very squirrely girl. One could say.
Here's your phone back.
Thanks, man. One might say. Tell me your pizza story.
All right.
Tell me your pizza story, man.
I guess I have to.
Yep, you sure do. Say more things.
All right. So I have a really good friend of mine. I won't say his name.
You're not gonna out him in the podcast?
Let's just say that his name is PC. Those are his initials.
Is he a gamer?
Well, I mean, no, it's just his initials.
He wasn't named after the
He
greatest.
wasn't named. He wasn't named. I do know a guy his name is Gray, and he was named after the crayon.
His name is Crayon?
No, his name's Gray. His name's Gray.
His name's Gray?
Gray, yeah.
Like Grey?
Yeah, and he was named after the crayon.
I need more.
Like, not even the color. Not even the color. The gray crayon. Or at least that's what he said. He
I
could
need
have
you
been
to
lying.
explain. I need you to explain more of this.
His name was Gray.
I understand that. That part we've got. What I'm talking about is why did they just look at a crayon and they're like, huh, yep. That's the one. His name forever is Gray.
I have
You don't know?
I don't know. But
Okay.
and honestly, I don't actually know if that's true. That's just what he told me.
Well, so it's kind of like there was a kid in my middle school named Hollywood, quote unquote. His name was Hollywood. And we were like, what's your real name? And he was like, Hollywood. We're like, your name is not freaking Hollywood. He's like, my name is Hollywood. He's like, show me your birth certificate, Hollywood. So, we were relentless to this kid.
Was it? Was he Hollywood?
He never came up with his birth certificate. I don't know to this day. It haunts me. I think about it often.
Does he have like a...
Hollywood, if you were listening to this podcast, comment.
Sounds like a wrestler.
Honestly, I'm like, there's no, like, your name was like Anthony. Like, get out of here. Your name's not Hollywood. Your name is Tim. Like, something, like, just really normal.
Yeah, like, but you don't really know.
No, his name really could be, he could be like Hollywood, like, give me a really good last name.
Johnson.
Unique.
You know, I gotta pride myself. I feel like nobody really has the last name Hodge. I feel like it's
That's pretty unique.
it's pretty unique, and same with Hobbs.
No, I have a comic named after me. There's a
Matt
movie
Hobbs?
named Hobbs. There's a comic book, Calvin and Hobbes, named after me. There's a movie, Hobbs and Shaw, named after me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's named specifically after me. Oh. Dwayne The Rock Johnson looked at me and was like, "You're the one." I was like, "You dang right."
Well,
yeah, your pizza story. I'm sorry.
no, yeah. No worries, man. All right, guys, I got a crazy story about something that happened to me that was absolutely insane.
You're really putting some mustard on this one. I love it.
Oh my gosh, it was okay. All right, so my friend, what?
I'm sorry. For context, I've heard this story before.
Oh yes,
yeah.
So my friend, PC, him and I were in a band, and we had to stay after for band. And so he meets me because I was just coming to like the air, like to where the band is.
Band class. You're walking to band class.
Yeah, I was walking to band class.
Okay.
And he comes over to me and he's like, Isaiah, you would not believe what I just found. And I'm like, I could probably believe it. Like, I'll probably believe it. Whatever you say, I could have thought about it in a million years. But this was something I could not have possibly imagined he would have found.
What was it?
So, he says, I would have gotten it if he was dating another girl at the time. He said, I would have gotten it if my girlfriend wasn't there, but I didn't want to seem weird. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is it? And he's like, I'm not even going to tell you. He's like, we're just going to go there and I'm going to show you. And as soon as I show you, you're going to instantly know. And it's going to be better than what you're thinking. So
this is a good thing.
It was very good.
Okay.
So we walked from the band room to the junior parking lot. And in the middle of the parking lot was a pizza box.
Okay. What was in the pizza box?
So it would have been one, like, so we opened it, and it would have been one thing if there was like a slice or two. But it was a full, perfect, untampered with pizza in the middle of the parking lot. And it was very hot. And there was garlic sauce.
So someone just... Okay. Say more things. Finish your story.
So, we opened it up. We didn't even pick it up. It was still on the pavement. We just like lifted the lid, and then like we saw a perfect golden crispy pizza.
Why are you looking like that, man?
I just want you to know how badly I wanted it.
Okay.
So, we picked up the pizza and we're like, man, this is great, because we had band practice. School let out at around 4, and we weren't going to be done with band practice till like 7. So we're like, oh, this is great. We can have a little dinner.
Yeah.
And so we were,
Wait, you ate the pizza?
Well, we were going to. I'll tell you. So we were walking with the pizza box, and my friend, he was just so excited. PC was really excited, and he wasn't really. I don't want to say wasn't paying attention, but he was just holding the box at a weird angle. And the pizza, it slid out and fell on the pavement.
That's heartbreaking.
Face down.
Oh no!
But it gets even weirder, and this is why I'm like, I would have never thought that this could have happened.
Okay.
Maybe 5 to 10 seconds later, we are still at school. This is about 10 minutes after school has ended. My brother screams yells from the other side of the school. He's like, hey, Isaiah, PC, y'all want some pizza?
Did he find another pizza box?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane! Wait,
Yeah.
okay. What? How do you... Okay, go ahead.
He was like, we were having pizza, and he was like, we got some extra.
Oh.
But I was, but no. I was like, why? School just ended. Why do you have pizza? Why are you here?
Yeah.
How did you get that delivered? You don't drive. How did you go and get it?
Yeah.
And I have no idea.
He didn't tell you?
No, I just ate it.
He didn't tell you where the pizza came from?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Crazy story.
You're sitting on the precipice of a piece of masterpiece of that God himself not only gave you one pizza in the middle of a parking lot, but then handed you another one, and you're not gonna ask where it came from?
Sometimes I don't think you shouldn't doubt your blessings.
I need to know. I need to know. I cannot go the rest of my life and just be like, you know what? If I just was given God pizza twice in a day, just cause, like, that's fine. I don't need to know about that. No. If I am blessed with was it like the best pizza you've ever had?
I know. It was pretty subpar.
That's
But-
disappointing.
But the story is not. It's multifaceted. So after this event,
Oh, it wasn't over.
it wasn't over.
Oh my God.
Like years and days, months, years, weeks had passed, and this one phenomenon still kept occurring.
What?
We never found pizza, but we kept finding untampered pieces of food left out.
Like what?
Like one time me and PC had Spanish class together. We were walking to Spanish class. This might have been like a month after the pizza incident. And we saw like almost like a money trail of gum still in the package, just like leading us to our Spanish class. Wrigley's Double Mint.
What?
And I did eat that.
I mean, was it like still in the package?
Yes. And the pavement made it really warm and easy to chew.
I don't want pavement
Okay,
gum. That's gross. That's details.
but you're right. It's gross. But sorry, Emily. And so
This man is apologizing before the pod comes out to his fiance.
I won't tell her about it.
She listens to the pod.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like, yeah, that was a pretty good argument. One issue, I'm in your house right now. But no, I think one time he left his lunch at home and he went into the cafeteria and there was it was like a chicken sandwich and fries and milk and juice on the table.
Your friend has a superpower. We were talking. Your friend has a superpower.
Yeah, I kind of gotta ask him because he's
Yeah, has it happened since? Like,
we might hang out once a month, maybe.
has it happened to him since y'all hung out?
Well, to be honest, it happens to me. It's just me.
Has it happened to you?
I get free food all the time.
Why do you have this awesome superpower?
Like
More importantly, why have you never shared it with me?
I've gotten Mission Barbecue probably 10 times, and I don't think I've ever paid for it.
Guys, I've been there when this has happened. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this.
And dude, me and Emily went the other day, and we got free blueberry cobbler.
No, when we went to go see Spider-Man No Way Home.
Wait, what?
When we went to go see Spider-Man No Way Home with me and you.
Yeah.
Our friend Jussie found a sealed bag of, I think it was Wawa? What was it, Karis? Do you remember?
It was like wings.
It was like, yeah, it was like wings or something from somewhere. It was sealed. It was a sealed bag and no one had opened it. Guys, I can attest to this. This man has you have a superpower.
Or do you remember?
You're going to feed the hungry.
Dude, do you remember when we also went to see that Last Night in Soho?
Uh-huh.
And there was also food left out. And I did eat that.
There was food left out and he did eat that.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, this is real. I've witnessed this. This is insane. How long have you had this gift?
Oh, as long as I can remember. It's been like 10 years. Yeah, because I was probably like a freshman in high school. Sophomore in high school.
You guys can't see how mind blown I am, but holy frick, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Why doesn't this happen more when we hang out?
It has.
It has a couple
Like-
times. You got me free movie tickets
I did. Multiple times.
multiple times. Why in the
Like we went to go see I think the My Hero movie.
Yep.
And then
We're gonna go see Eternals.
yeah,
Yep, and we got free tickets.
to see Eternals, and then we
Yep.
eventually watched. Wait, did we watch 2 movies for free?
Yeah, we watched Eternals and Last Night in Soho.
That's right. Yes, for free. I always get free stuff.
That's amazing.
Then again, like just kind of like being nice to people, just saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
It gets you a long way.
But also, you just seem very, very lucky. Like a very lucky person, just in general.
Yeah, like we should test it.
We should test this. Is this testable?
Well, we can go to Wawa.
And just see. Yeah. We can just roll up to a restaurant and see if there's stuff.
Yeah, but like,
And
Come
just
hungry.
steal from Wawa.
well, it's not stealing because they always give it to me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're not taking anything from everybody.
Yeah, Robin Hood.
You are Robin Hood. But you're the Robin Hood that is like almost. Okay, I'm sorry. Our producer is making weird hand motions. What do you want? Great, thanks. Okay. Cut that from the podcast, please. You are Robin Hood, but you are almost like.
Are you still eating a protein bar? Or is the second one?
No, it's the same one. I was
Really?
drawn first.
Oh.
You are Robin Hood, but
I forgot. Did I write into the mic?
No.
Wait.
They pop, bro. I'm cutting all this.
Are you talking about my knuckles?
you're cutting.
Yeah,
all,
your knuckles.
you said you're cutting all of this.
Yeah, I'll cut
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. What
So-
did I say? they pop. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. You are Robin Hood, but you're like you're not a Robin Hood that like gives back to anybody. You're just like you're very stingy Robin Hood.
I don't really know how I can argue because
But the thing is, like, imagine if you used your powers for good. You'd be feeding the hungry. Like go up to a homeless man. Just stand next to homeless people at all times, and then food will appear.
But oftentimes, I don't think it's ever happened to me by myself. I always know somebody.
Maybe
Like somebody else also gets to benefit.
That is true. Yeah, Jussie did eat those wings. He surely did. That's crazy. But yeah, so I think we'll cut it here. But thank you guys so much for coming to the pod and just enjoying a little bit of a shorter pod, but a pod that was, I think, still enjoyable. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like what you're hearing from us, go ahead and subscribe for new episodes every single Friday. Go ahead and follow us on our Instagram at startup_podcast for all of our link trees and everything. You can find all our links to where you can find us on social media and where you can listen to us from there. And thanks for podding with me, Isaiah. I'll see you next week.
All right, I'll see you next week.